Hello everyone, my name is Pris from Pris Peruses and welcome to another video. As you can see, it's a little bit different. I am in a different background. I look a little bit different from my normal sit down videos because I don't want to film. So I needed to film some videos and I was really not in the mood for it. So I thought, let's just make myself a little bit easier and do cozy style videos. So that's what I'm doing. And today I am here to bring you my September wrap up. I know this is very late, but as I said, I've not been in the filming mood whatsoever. You're getting it now, and I'm gonna talk about the 7 books in total that I read during the month of September. So first up, I am gonna immediately address the elephant in the room, and that is Babel by R.F. Kuang. This was my most anticipated release of the year, and I DNF'd it. I cried about DNFing this. It was a whole moment. I just did not expect to DNF this, and I am not entirely certain I'm gonna let go of this book just yet, because I might try it again, because I just want to make sure that it's definitely the book for me and not me. And we have a Lili that jumps into frame, of course. Can we not do this? Thank you. So I DNF'd this pretty early on as well. I got 130 pages in. I had no idea what was going on and I found it so boring. And I am devastated about it. You can't understand. Like, I've been waiting for this book for so long. I've been so excited about this book. I immediately picked it up when it was delivered, and it was just a whole thing, a whole mess. I do really want to try again to see if it is really the book for me, but I don't have any high hopes anymore. I thought this book might be the one book that could defeat Eddie. What was I thinking? I don't know. It was just really not for me, and I am absolutely devastated about it. I absolutely love The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, but this just didn't do anything for me. And I'm very sad about it, but it is what it is. Not every book is for you, and if you absolutely love this book, that's absolutely fine. But not every book is for everyone, and apparently this was not for me. And I wanted it to be. So I started a Babel vlog for this, and you can see me go to all of the emotions. Because in the beginning I was kind of fooling myself. I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying this, because I wanted to enjoy it so much, and then I go in a vlog like, okay, we need to talk because I've not been honest. I'm actually not really enjoying it. So it was a whole moment. But I might try this again at some point. Don't know when. I need to be in the mood for it, and we will see. Maybe I will fall in love with it eventually. I don't know. I just I have very little hope for this left now. So Babel, DNF. God, can't believe I'm saying that, but it is true. Next up we have Final Girls by Riley Sager. This was another Riley Sager book that I read. I didn't enjoy this as much as the other books. I ended up giving this 3 stars. This is about 3 final girls, and the third one in the group gets murdered, and the other 2 are coming together to kind of find out what has happened to the third girl. But there are like some secrets and some connections there, and it is all very wacky and twisty, and I kind of saw it coming at the end. At the end was like, oh, it's gonna go in some direction that I think I know what is happening, and I was right, and it annoyed me a little bit. Definitely not my favorite Riley Sager, but it was alright, and it is just a thriller and it's floppy, you know, floppy gets an extra point for that. So it was very intriguing, and it's a quick read, and I do really like Riley Sager's books, the majority of them. So yeah, it's just a good palate cleanser from all the heavy fantasy that I normally tend to read, and I enjoyed it, did not love it. It was alright. So I gave this 3 stars overall. Next up we have what was my favorite book of the month in September, and that is Wild is the Witch by Rachel Griffin. This is the same author that wrote A Nature of Witches, which I also really enjoyed. However, this was fantastic. I really fell in love with this from the very first page. It's quite a simple story, but the simplicity in this was just really well done, and I really enjoyed that. This is about a girl called Iris, and she lives on a wildlife sanctuary, and she uses her witchy magic to heal animals. Are you fucking kidding me? This was just fantastic. It was so good. There is a boy, Pike Alder, that she hates. There is romance in this. She ends up doing something with dark magic, with a curse, and she needs to undo it. There are so many animals in this world, in this story, and I just really enjoyed this massively. Thought it was just really like straightforward, and I liked that. You know, sometimes it's just really nice to read a story where it's just all very straightforward, and the writing style was just so fluent and easy to understand. So as I said, it's just a really simple book. It thrives in its simplicity, but also the world and the animals are absolutely fantastic. So I gave this 5 stars because I ended up really loving this, and it was my favorite book of September. Next up I read Witch by Finbar Hawkins. I absolutely adore this cover. It is so autumnal and witchy, absolutely beautiful. I picked this up whilst I was at Yalk in London, and I thought it looks really good, so I picked it up and I read it during the month of September. This is about 2 sisters, and the oldest sister sees her mother die at the hands of witch hunters, and she wants to get revenge on these witch hunters, and she goes on this quest, get revenge, but also to keep her sister safe. This was really good. I really enjoyed myself. The atmosphere was really good. I ended up giving this 4 stars. So yeah, I absolutely recommend it. A very autumnal book, so I recommend that you read it in autumn. Next up I read a book 15 years too late, and it is Twilight. I've been doing Twilight weekends together with the Patreons. We are reading a book and then watch the movie together, and it's been absolutely fantastic to do that. I read Twilight for the very first time. I've never read the books before, I know, shocker. And I really enjoyed reading Twilight for the first time. I ended up giving the first one 4 stars. I just fell in love with Forks as a town. I want to move there. It's perfect for me because I'm a vampire too. I think they did a really good job with the movies as well, because they really follow the books like nicely. So I thought that was great too. It's a really good book to movie adaptation. I know that these books are kind of problematic. I know the relationship between Bella and Edward is problematic. I know this. I see all the red flags. Don't come for me in the comments. I know this, but I still am enjoying this, okay? I'm acknowledging the problematic in this, but I do not care. So yeah, I ended up giving this one 4 out of 5 stars. Also in September I read New Moon, which is the 2nd book in the Twilight series. I enjoyed this even more than the first one. I flew through it, like absolutely. I was so invested. I was just completely sucked into the story. I absolutely loved this, so I gave this 5 stars. I am just as surprised and gobsmacked as you are. I did not see coming. I did not expect that I was like gonna love the series so much, but I am obsessing over this 15 years too late, which is absolutely fine. I know I can do whatever I want to do. So yeah, the second one in the series, we watched the movie also afterwards. Really enjoyed myself with this, and as I said, the setting of Forks is things what sells it for me. Also the angst, come on, the angst is just what thrives the series. I think I enjoyed this also a lot because there's a lot of Jacob in this. I like Jacob. I am still Team Edward though, but I do really like Jacob. I thought that this was just really good, and I enjoyed the hell out of myself. And I'm not ashamed of it. No, I'm not ashamed of it. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Then the very last book that I read during the month of September was Legacy. And this is book 8 in the Keeper of the Lost City series. I have talked about the series many times, so I'm not gonna repeat myself all over. You know I love this series. It's become part of my identity on BookTube. It's become part of my brand. I just adore it. I think it's fantastic. I love the characters, love the world, love the found family between the characters. We are now on book 8. It's been amazing doing Keep Her Along. I'm so excited for the new book Stella Loon coming out in November. So no surprises there, 5 out of 5 stars. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little cozy wrap up of September. What was your favorite book that you read in the month of September? Let me know down below because I would love to know. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am gonna leave you for now, but I will hopefully be back soon with another video. Bye bye!